Hey guys, welcome back to Winning Bet Picks. My name is Gio and I'm here alongside Luca. And today we'll be previewing and predicting UEFA Europa League Matchday number 6. It is the last round of fixtures, and we still got some undecided action here. Lots of teams still fighting for a knockout phase berth, and therefore we'll be looking at some important games in this round of fixtures. First, before starting, how are you doing today, Luca?
Despite waking up to some snow, I'm doing well thanks to our picks coming in yesterday. So yeah, feeling good about this week.
Yeah, no, I was very happy to see those two picks coming in there yesterday in the Champions League on Tuesday. So far, a pretty good start to the week. We got that Monday Night Football game correct. We got those two predictions correct yesterday in the Champions League. We got two more for you in the Champions League today. So if you still haven't watched yesterday's video, after this one, go back on that and check out those two predictions that we have for Wednesday. But today we'll be covering Thursday's fixtures in the Europa League, and we'll be starting off our show with Napoli against Real Sociedad. A lot is still at stake in this group, of course. Napoli currently leading the group, and Real Sociedad just behind them, actually, on 8 points. And this is a tough one because, of course, Real Sociedad need to get a result here as AZ Alkmaar is also tied on points with them on 8 points, and they're facing Rijeka, which is dead last at with 1 point only, and they're expected to obviously possibly not even show up in this game, right? So a lot is at stake, especially for Real Sociedad. But let's not forget Napoli as well. They haven't clinched anything yet. Yes, they're sitting in first place with 10 points, but if they lose this game and Alkmaar do win their game, well, it's Napoli that's going to be out of the competition. So a lot is still at stake in Group F. Now, speaking about these two teams, Napoli seems like a rejuvenated team, a team that is finally alive again, especially after that 3-1 loss against AC Milan a couple of weeks ago. But their league form has suggested that, this is a team that's firing up again on all cylinders. We've seen them beat Roma and Crotone in league action, 4-0 games there, 4-0 wins for Napoli. So, this is a team that definitely, especially playing at home, and I think this is going to be their first game after renaming their stadium to the Stadio Diego Armando Maradona. This is a team that, is going to want to pick up a win on any given day. And what better occasion to do so than tomorrow against this Real Sociedad team that's pretty much depleted at the moment with a lot of players injured. And they're coming into this game with a lot of pressure on them, not only because they need to focus on their match, but there's also the Easy Alkmaar match that could pretty much, put them out of this competition. What sort of game are we expecting here, Luca?
Yeah, this is an interesting one, with three teams in contention to advance on the last match day. It's always going to make for some exciting matches. This Napoli side has been in excellent form. Gattuso's got them playing some free-flowing attacking football, despite their main goal scorer, Osimhen, who just looked incredible before he went down. This guy looked like he was going to tear up the league. Despite him being, not fit, Lozano and Insigne have picked up the slack and scored some very important goals, I would say. And then we factor in Mertens, who's a difference maker in his own right. This Napoli team looks so dangerous. It's scary to think what they would be capable of with Osimhen in the lineup. And I think one thing that's different this year with this Napoli team is a great and some great depth. They have a strong bench. Players able to come in and really assist when they need it, when some fresh legs are needed. As you said, the Sociedad team currently, dealing with some injury issues as well. David Silva and Oyarzabal, who have been great this year, are out. I was worried about this Sociedad team, after a strong campaign last year. I thought losing Odegaard, who was their main focus creatively, was going to hurt them. However, it hasn't been too bad. They're still, as we can see, they're doing well in the Liga and they're in contention to advance here. They really should look at Willian Jose, who hasn't been featuring enough to pick up the slack and get reintegrated in the team. He had a great campaign last year, hasn't been involved this year too much, but I think he should get a good shot here. Ultimately, though, this Napoli side too powerful offensively, I think.
No, I completely agree there. And the thing that worries me the most about this Real Sociedad side is that recently they have kind of slacked in performances. Of course, I think they got four draws or something in the last four games in all competitions. I think a major reason to that is definitely because of all these injuries. And despite their strong start to their season, not only in the Europa League, but also in the domestic league, this is a team that I think over time is expected to slowly go on the decline. Napoli, on the other hand, like you mentioned, a lot of strong options, a lot of players that could score goals and pretty much change the game in the in a moment, really. And you got guys like Mertens, Insigne, Politano, Zielinski, Lozano. You can pretty much name at least five players that could just get goals scoring at any given moment for this Napoli side. I think. It's going to be crazy to say that they won't advance to the next knockout round in regards to this match that they're playing a depleted Real Sociedad side. And given the odds that the bookies are getting them at 1.95 at home against this team that is depleted, and Napoli has been on good form, we just have to go with that one. We just have to take it. So in this match, guys, we're going with Napoli money line at 1.95. Of course, depending on the bookie, your odds might differ slightly, but this is a good value bet in my opinion. So Napoli money line is our pick in this one. Now we're moving on to our second game, where a lot is also at stake, but more in terms of who's going to finish as the group winner. And that's right, we're looking at Group C action between Bayer Leverkusen and Slavia Prague. Both teams sitting on 12 points. At the moment, the situation as it stands is that Bayer Leverkusen need to win this game if they want to finish as group winners. If Slavia Prague win this game or draw this game, they will be the ones that will advance as group winners. So a lot is still at stake, and you may ask yourself, what's really the difference if you end as group winner or not? Well, it kind of matters in terms of the opponent that you will be facing in the next round. So for sure, these teams will definitely want to end first place at the end of tomorrow's matchup. Now, speaking about these two teams, Luca, of course, we've seen these teams feature in plenty of goals so far in this campaign. We got Bayer Leverkusen scoring 17 goals in 5 games. That's an average of 3 goals or more a game. And we also have Slavia Prague that have featured in 11 goals scored for in 5 games. And that's slightly an average over 2 goals per game. Are we expecting another goal fest in this one there, Luca?
I think we definitely can. I've been so impressed by this Leverkusen side. I thought they were going to struggle to cope with the departure of Havertz, who left for Chelsea, but they have had no problem finding the back of the net. Really, as you said, 17 goals for is just incredible. Beating teams by huge score lines, 7 wins in their last 8 games in all competitions is just incredible form. Their last loss actually came to Slavia Prague in the reverse fixture, and I think that's going to give them a little extra motivation to get the win here and top the group and really prove that they're the kings of the group. A front three of Diaby, Schick, and Bailey is really one of the most dangerous front threes in the competition, really able to find goals. These three players, and I think if they could just shore it up at the back a bit and keep the goals out, I think this is one of the dark horses in the competition we need to look out for. And on the flip side, the Slavia Prague, as you said, have no trouble themselves scoring goals. Their last 2 games both ended in 3-0 wins, both in Europe and domestically. So we could definitely expect some goals here.
Yeah, and like you said, Slavia Prague has been performing quite well with a couple of clean sheets in the past couple of games. But they're facing a side like Bayer Leverkusen that we mentioned it several times already, not only in this video, but over the course of past videos. They just know how to get goals on the board. So we're expecting goals in this one. Right now, Bayer Leverkusen money line is just too low of odds for us to go with this pick. It's currently at around 1.62. So our preferred bet and the pick that we will be going with in this one will be both teams to score and over 2.5. You can get that for around 1.91 odds, depending on your bookie. But that is definitely a great value play, given the fact that both these teams have been scoring goals for fun in this competition. Finally, last but not least, we'll be looking at two teams that are still in that umbilical at the moment. We still don't know if one or the other will be qualifying and advancing to the next round. And we're speaking about Wolfsberger and Feyenoord in Group K. As the situation stands, the Austrian side, Wolfsberger, is sitting in second place in the group with 7 points. That's pretty much as high as they can finish in the group, as Dynamo Zagreb have already clinched first place with 11 points. But then we got a team like Feyenoord that's sitting in third on 5 points. So once again, it's a winner takes all kind of game. If Feyenoord wins this game, they will be advancing. Wolfsburger, all they need is a win or a draw to advance to the next round. So a lot is at stake in this one. Speaking about these two teams, Luca, Feyenoord is once again a side that, like we said with Real Sociedad, are very depleted at the moment. Lots of injuries. Their form hasn't been the best, and they're traveling to a team that, even though their form hasn't been the best as well, they're playing at home and they have the advantage in the standings. So you can expect maybe a much more defensive sort of style of play from Wolfsberger. Of course, they do have some attacking options themselves, but overall, we can't expect too many goals on the cards in this one. Do you agree?
I agree. Another winner take all game here. Very interesting, to see Zagreb lock up the top spot and CSKA at the bottom. So this is going to be a winner take all. Wolfsberger not really European regulars, and it's showing this. They're currently seventh place out of 12 teams in the Austrian league, so it has not been a great season for them. One bright spot was the reverse fixture. They absolutely demolished Feyenoord in the Netherlands, actually. And a big part of this team's success is setting up defensively, and I think they have a great spine in 35-year-old Lindell and Baumgartner, the center back. So they'll look to these key players to keep it tight defensively. And Feyenoord, as you said, so many injured players. Luckily, they do have their top scorer, Steven Bergwijn, in the lineup. However, when two teams are in such horrid form, I think we're going to see them be very hesitant to push forward and attack. I think they're going to want to remain defensively solid and not allow any goals. This is how I can see the teams lining up with both teams playing so poorly.
No, I agree. And at the same time, like you said, with Feyenoord missing so many players, they will be the more desperate side at the end of the day. But I'm expecting a more tightly even contested match, especially in the first half. I don't see these two teams open too much, especially Wolfsberger. They're going to want to play a very tightly contested game, not give too much to their opponents. Feyenoord, maybe Feyenoord, we can see them open up more depending on how the score lines up at that stage of the game. But I could see them maybe open up more in the second half, as they're going to be more and more desperate to get a goal and win this game. But overall, like we said, I don't see too many goals in this one. And our pick in this one, guys, will be the under 3 goals. So Wolfsberger Feyenoord under 3 is the pick for this one. You can get that for around 1.75 odds at the moment, depending on your bookie. So that wraps it up for Europa League Matchday 6 show. Of course, guys, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Are you tailing any of these games? Are you personally going on some games of your own? Let us know all that in the comment section. Don't forget to leave a like on the video. It definitely supports us and the channel, as well as subscribe to the channel, as we are making daily content, not only involving soccer, but other sports around the world. We'll be back tomorrow for some Thursday night football with the Rams and the Patriots. So make sure to look out for that. And without further ado, guys, good luck on your bets and have a great day.